Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Please leave that donation for that fried rice, chicken wings, salad, General Tso's chicken wonton soup. Make sure you subscribe, all right? So check this out. Tyson Fury and Usyk. We're 1 week away. And I think it was written for Tyson Fury to be on top of the heavyweight division, man. Him falling from grace, and that's what I'm going to call it, is because I think Tyson Fury just chose to take it to the stupid. And as a result, he gave an ambitious, focused rabbit from Ukraine, Oleksandr Usyk, who's a masterful boxer. He gave him an opportunity to land some shots that Usyk should have never got off. Anyway, it's on. But I want to remind people, when it comes to Tyson Fury, he can fight. Tyson Fury is a guy with his size, his stature, 85-inch reach, boxing ability. He shouldn't be losing any fights. But he chooses sometimes to compromise his size, and as a result, give his opponents a little bit of an advantage. But I think in doing so, Tyson Fury is still able to get off some shots, which he landed against Usyk in that first fight. And I think it's the signature rear uppercut. And I think that's going to be the blow to finish off Usyk. And I know there are a lot of bandwagoners out there. You see the way a first fight goes, someone lands something hard, and you can't erase that from your memory, and going into the rematch, you automatically assume that history is going to repeat itself. And I don't think that's the case. But one thing I will tell you is I do think, as far as Tyson Fury and his future in the sport of boxing, I think that rides on the outcome of the December 21st rematch with Oleksandr Usyk. Now, you know what's interesting? Tyson Fury is a huge name in the sport of boxing. If he loses to Usyk, it doesn't mean his career is over. But if he does lose to Usyk, which I don't think he loses in the rematch, I think he was on course to win in the first fight. If that ninth round doesn't happen, Tyson Fury wins. The reason why that fight was somewhat close, because Tyson Fury chose to make it that way, to entertain the crowd and fool around. He just didn't plan on getting hit with that Ukrainian missile in the ninth round. Anyway, man, that was his first defeat, and I don't think he's going to have a second one. But what I would tell you, man, Tyson Fury sat back, and they took a look at what happened in that first fight. And in my opinion, Tyson Fury didn't do anything. Tyson Fury doesn't need to change anything except be a little more focused, stop playing around. I personally thought Tyson Fury was making the fight relatively easy. Usyk was stepping to him, cutting the ring off, putting pressure on him. The small man was walking down the big man. And normally, if you see a boxer doing that, they should probably strap a bomb to their chest because it's a goddamn suicide mission. Okay? But because Fury was fooling around in there, Usyk was allowed to do some things that are totally taboo in the sport of boxing. But I just have a feeling that Tyson Fury, when he looks at what the opportunity he missed out on, becoming undisputed, right? Four-belt era. And he afforded Oleksandr Usyk the chance to really make history and, continue to change his life. I think Tyson Fury is going to come in more ambitious than ever, more focused than ever. I'm not sitting here. Oh, let me close this door. That's my son blowing that whistle. Now, I don't think Sugar Hill is going to come up with some wonderful game plan. I think Sugar Hill probably had some wonderful words for Tyson Fury, which is like, hey, look, you dropped the ball. But what sucks about it is after Tyson Fury, who, remember, was told a long time ago by Daniel Kinahan and them Saudis, if you believe in me and trust me, I'll lead you back to the top of the heavyweight division and to unimaginable wealth. Okay? So Tyson Fury had reached the top of the heavyweight division, just didn't become undisputed, and had been led to unimaginable wealth, and is still making unimaginable money. And I do believe, because of those words that were spoken to him years ago, I don't believe Tyson Fury in any way, shape, or form is going to lose this fight a second time. Now, for those of you saying, hey, you hold your horses, hood champion, you're saying the fight's fixed? No. But what I'm saying is, Tyson Fury, if he just does what he's supposed to do, and the fight happens to go a decision, which I don't think it will, I think the referees are going to give Tyson Fury the nod. Okay, that's just my opinion. But what sucks about it is Tyson Fury won't have the chance to become undisputed, and I just think that's very unfortunate, man. The IBF stripping Usyk, and then Dubois picking up the IBF strap. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Usyk having to relinquish that IBF strap, and now that Daniel Dubois has it, it's gonna be hard for somebody to pry that IBF strap off of Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, look, I have my opinions about Daniel Dubois, and I have my own ideas about how Daniel Dubois has been able to kind of have this resurgence in the heavyweight division to get to the point to where he's at right now, right? I have my own opinion about all that. Just makes me wonder, when you get somebody who, every time they get hit, they just start to go down like real estate depreciation. And then all of a sudden they find a chin, they find their balls, they find stamina, they find a headbutt, they find elbows. Makes me wonder why that individual wasn't in existence before their career took a downward spiral. So that's all I'm saying. But anyway, if Tyson Fury fights Usyk and beats Usyk, okay, he becomes a unified heavyweight champion, not undisputed. He would have to go and fight Dubois. As if that's still Tyson Fury's motivation. I don't know if that's his motivation. But one thing I do know is they're already talking about a trilogy. When they start talking trilogies, people, it's just a conversation. But I'm going to be honest with you. If Tyson Fury beats Usyk, which he will, right? I don't know if I want to see a trilogy. I don't. I know Muhammad Ali and Frazier, I think they had a trilogy. Like, I understand really big fights, exciting fights could drive a trilogy. But I guess I have to wait to see how the rematch goes. But right now, when Fury KOs Usyk, I think Fury should go on and fight AJ. Maybe fight, because Dubois is fighting. Who's the hell is Dubois fighting? I don't know, man. Dubois is fighting Parker, right? That's gonna probably be the move. But it's all about what Turki Al-Sheikh says. But I would like to see. I don't even want to see Fury fight Parker if Parker can beat Dubois. I'd rather see Fury fight Dubois or Fury fight AJ. But nonetheless, I don't know if I want to see I don't know if I want to see a trilogy with Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I know as far as a list of objectives and things Tyson Fury want to achieve, first and foremost is clipping Usyk and then probably going on to try to become undisputed or fight the next biggest money-making fight out there. And whether you agree with me or not, as far as who you think is going to win between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, I think we can all agree that the biggest fight out there for Tyson Fury is to fight Anthony Joshua. I think we can all agree on that. Two interesting personalities, extremely large profiles, big men, both from the UK. And people are going to choose sides, and they're going to come out to support that fight. Tyson Fury is no longer undefeated. AJ is no longer undefeated. Tyson Fury doesn't look indestructible. AJ doesn't look like the powerhouse who's indestructible that we once thought he was. They all look pretty much damn human now. Deontay Wilder, all of them, all those guys. Like I almost want to say nobody really takes them serious anymore. But the bottom line is, the biggest money is what Tyson Fury is going to look at, but he doesn't really have any control. Y'all remember what Turki Al-Sheikh wants, Turki Al-Sheikh gets. Okay, so it is what it is. Now, Tyson Fury. The other thing I'm gonna tell you, and I said it earlier, he keeps talking about that 10-8 round, and I think it's actually comical, man, because Tyson Fury knows without that 10-8 round, Usyk loses. He also knows if he would have thrown his uppercut more, he probably stops Usyk. Because when he hit Usyk with that uppercut, Usyk said he talked to God. He said he talked to Jesus. He said that's how hard that shot was. Now, Tyson Fury is known for throwing that uppercut. He's tall, taller than most of his opponents. He gets that leverage. He's clipped Wilder. He's clipped Dillian White. He's clipped Usyk. He's clipped a number of opponents with that uppercut. And he's throwing it with some bad intentions. But he keeps looking at it, and Tyson Fury feels that that fight, for the most part, was just, pop, 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 a one-sided beatdown. And I'm going to tell you, Tyson Fury was controlling the fight, and he was having his way, and there was no complaining. And I think going into the third fight, it's all it's going to be. I think it's going to be pop, 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 then boom! He's going to clip Usyk. Usyk was getting hit with some shots he didn't see. Okay? He was getting hit with some shots he didn't see. Y'all got to understand, Usyk's 6'4". He got a 6'9" man in front of him with an 85, 86 inch reach. Tyson Fury ain't going to let that shit fly this fight. And I see Usyk has shaved his hair off, and Usyk's out there looking crazy, and he walking around with a briefcase. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible is the mission that he's on right now. And I just don't think Usyk is going to be able to recapture that glory that he was able to capture when he and Fury fought in the first fight. I just don't think it's going to happen. But, good rivalries keep us talking. And Usyk in the first fight got his hand raised. I think Tyson Fury is going to get his hand raised. I do think there's some changes that Tyson Fury made to his preparation. I think he's very, let me mute this. I think he's very smart about his sparring, because you got to be fair to Tyson Fury and fair to Usyk. You can't tell me Tyson Fury, with that nasty cut he had over that right eye, that he incurred in sparring, that he wasn't somewhat worried about that as he entered that Usyk fight. Like, it's only natural to be in there and be cognizant of that cut and be a bit worried and anxious when you're in these exchanges, because you don't want that to get for that to open up. Just like when we saw with Tim Tszyu in there with Murtazalian. As soon as they came together, he got hit. He was checking the top of his head to see if he was bleeding. Like, excuse me. That's how you know that those things play on the fighter's psychology. And I think there was some of that going into this fight. What I'm hoping for is over the next couple of days, between now and when they get in the ring, that nobody gets hurt, no one gets cut. Like, hopefully both of these guys can stay healthy, and then we can see these guys get in the ring, and Tyson Fury get his opportunity at redemption, and Usyk gets an opportunity to just continue to solidify himself as just a better boxer and better overall fighter. But that's what makes the fight so interesting and intriguing in this rematch. Because I personally think, I picked Usyk to beat Tyson Fury in the first fight. All right? I did. But in this rematch, I just don't see it. Because I saw stuff in that first fight. I'm like, man, if Usyk isn't careful, Tyson Fury going to get this guy out of there. But Tyson Fury really acted the ass in that ring. And I remember watching it saying, man, he's crawling around a lot. So I think he gave Usyk a lot of opportunities that Usyk wasn't creating opportunities in that first fight. Yeah, he decided to walk him down, and he put his heart on the line, and he took a lot of risk, okay? But I would say Tyson Fury gave him opportunities more than Usyk created opportunities. Because if Tyson Fury fought disciplined and tall, and like if he fought like Klitschko, no way in the world Usyk would have been able to get to him. If he'd have fought like Lennox Lewis, tall, long behind the jab, the Kronk way, no way in the world Usyk gets to him. But no, he fought the Gypsy King way, the Tyson Fury way, the take it to the stupid way. So it is what it is. Anyway, Usyk got the result in split decision. If Tyson Fury wins, well, he'll have something else to put up on his mantle, man. Some people think Tyson Fury is the best of this generation. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. But Tyson Fury, depending on how he comes back and dominates Usyk, especially if he does the same thing in a trilogy. I mean, you got to put some respect on his name. Of course, I got a way I feel about Tyson Fury and the Wilder fights. Tyson Fury being connected to Kinahan, and Tyson Fury just getting all these gifts when it's not his birthday. You know, I just have a way I feel about it. But at the end of the day, the man's winning, and he's not just getting in the ring and guys are laying down. He's actually putting the bing bings on people. So you got to give him some credit. But anyway, man, Anthony Joshua looks like he really wants to get in the ring with Tyson Fury. I mean, you're talking about over a decade of these guys not fighting, but it looks like now Joshua and Fury maybe getting in that squared circle. The money's there, the interest is there. All Tyson Fury has to do is win. And Turki Al-Sheikh wants to make the fight. Eddie Hearn wants to fight. Both of those guys want it. And it's just a matter of the business being more than right. And you're talking about, $200 million paydays, man. That's absurd for probably Fury, then Joshua get like $100 million. You're talking about a ridiculous amount of money for Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, a $300 million budget for fighter salary. That's absurd, man. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. It was written for Tyson Fury to be on top of the heavyweight division. I just don't see him losing to Usyk. No way, Jose, Gypsy King gonna put the bing bings on him. And then the trilogy may happen, or he'll see what's next. Probably AJ. But remember, Tyson Fury. Remember what he said. Could be fighting 10, 11 fights under Turki Al-Sheikh. So I just want to make sure y'all understand and don't forget all the stuff that was said a year ago, 2 years ago. Tyson Fury hooking up with them Saudis. He was talking about retiring. Remember that. Tyson Fury was talking about retiring, right? All that shit's gone out the window. Okay, so he signed his life away to them Saudis. So Tyson Fury's gonna be around fighting for a while. Excuse me. If Tyson Fury pulls himself out of the Riyadh season flow and Riyadh season programs, that hurts what the initiatives that have been implemented and that are being pushed by Turki Al-Sheikh. Tyson Fury plays an integral role, an integral part in helping to grow Saudi Arabia boxing and Saudi Arabia tourism, and to get people on a global scale to view Saudi Arabia as a destination. If no Tyson Fury, I think they take a blow out there in Saudi, and as a result, Turki Al-Sheikh will keep Tyson Fury around for a long time. Y'all just have to look at this, man. Open up your minds, expand the aperture a bit, and you'll understand what I'm saying. Why let your most marketable, most colorful, and probably the most popular fighter that you have involved in Riyadh season, why let them just go and retire? I don't think it works that way, especially with all the money that Tyson Fury's been making off them Saudis for how many years? Since he's returned to the sport of boxing. Let me tell you, I just don't think Tyson Fury can just pack up and go home. I just don't think it works that way. Anyway, y'all keep cool.